you understand what clues means? I'm not participating.
That's okay. You don't have to get upset.
A heated discussion between Josephine County Commissioner Chris Barnett and Ron Smith this afternoon as the board continues to face new hurdles. Thanks for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
And I'm Grace Ritz. This was the first time that Ron Smith had been seen in a commissioners meeting since he unofficially recused himself from the appointment process to fill the board's vacancy. Commissioner Smith failed to appear at the last several commissioner meetings, including this morning's vacancy appointment. In Smith's statement, which was officially recorded this afternoon, he says he's been pressured to make backroom deals, but refuses to give in to the political threats.
Under Oregon Statute 244, under Oregon ethic laws, political pressure is not a reason to recuse yourself from doing your duties as commissioner.
I'm not going to sit here and go through.
We have talked about that. And
I'll get it and walk out to the meeting right now. I'm not.
If you do, you're going to put the county business on hold.
Now that Smith's statement has been entered on the record, the county must work with legal counsel to determine if the recusal is permitted and how to proceed with filling the board's vacancies. Smith stated that he will not participate in any discussions regarding filling the vacancy. We're continuing to follow this and will provide updates after legal counsel has reviewed next steps.
And the next round of rain is here. Right now, we're taking a damp live look at Klamath Falls. It's going to be a soggy night, so let's turn it over to our Storm Alert Weather 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Matt, what can we expect overnight?
Well, you guys, not only the rain, but also we're going to be forecasting some strong winds for parts of the region. Take a live look. Rain becoming pretty widespread across the region, and we're also seeing winds starting to pick up. Let's talk about the moisture first. Rain becoming fairly prevalent throughout Siskiyou County. Some of this is on the moderate to maybe at times heavy side, especially in these brighter yellows and oranges. We have some mainly just light rain in Medford, some light rain in Klamath Falls, but it does look like it will soon be picking up in intensity, seeing some more wet weather as you head towards the coast, and rain just going to become more expansive as we go into this evening and tonight. Take a look at temperatures this hour. 48 degrees in Medford, it's 45 in Montague, 44 degrees in Lakeview, and 57 in Brookings. Snow levels very high, up above about 9,000 feet, but once the cold front comes through late tonight, we will see snow levels lowering, and finally some snow returning to Crater Lake as we head into tomorrow morning. Take a look at the winds. Very calm in Medford. In fact, we could still see some areas of fog, especially into this evening for some of our west side valleys, but winds will continue to crank up as we head into tonight. Notice some higher gusts developing now in the Weed area, 33 miles per hour, some stronger gusts at the coast, and we'll see those winds strengthening even more out of the southwest, especially on the east side where we have a high wind warning. Eastern Klamath and Lake County gusts as high as 75 miles per hour, especially in the Summer Lake area. This is 10 p.m. Tuesday to 4 p.m. Wednesday. A more expansive wind advisory for the east side for the same time frame, including Klamath Falls. Gusts over 50 miles per hour will be possible. And we also have a wind advisory for tonight for portions of Curry and Josephine County, some of the higher terrain areas where gusts up to 45 miles per hour will be possible. You can see how those winds strengthen in the region overnight tonight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. So tonight, plan on rain, some gusty winds as well, but it does look like this system will move out tomorrow, and we'll see showers tapering off through the morning, some snow through some of the higher terrain. Coming up in a bit, we'll talk rain and snow amounts with this system and some more unsettled weather as the week continues. It's all coming up in the extended forecast.
Classified school workers in Klamath Falls are back at the bargaining table, with some making less than $16 an hour.
And today's discussion prompted the state president of the Oregon Education Association to fly in and join local educators for a public address. Newswatch 12's Daryl Green joins us live in the studio. And Daryl, you spoke with two people in favor of today's effort. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Grace and Oscar, today's discussion between Klamath Falls School District and classified workers within the district began at 4 o'clock today. Ahead of that meeting, I spoke with the president of the Oregon Education Association and the president of the Klamath Falls Association to gain more insight leading into today's conversation.
We're struggling. You know, some of us are one paycheck away from homelessness.
Wages that classified workers in Klamath Falls deem unlivable has led workers to return to the bargaining table with the Klamath Falls School District.
And 25% of our membership are basically on state assistance. I'm a single mom of 3 kids. I have been with the district for 13 years, and I live with my mom. I can't afford rent.
Classified workers include jobs such as bus drivers, food service, and paraprofessionals, positions that the president of the Oregon Education Association says could be in jeopardy if a resolution is not met.
The point is that we're going to lose bus drivers, cafeteria workers. We're going to lose your favorite front desk assistant or your favorite educator, because they're going to go to a different part of the educational field or in a different entity where they're getting paid more than what they're getting paid right now.
Despite workers asking for a $4 raise, the district has offered $1. Earlier this month, the district approved multiple new contracts that included raises totaling tens of thousands of dollars, which Ferreira says shows more can be done.
That means that they have the financial capacity to allocate the $4 that we're asking.
Now, at this moment, there has not been an update regarding the outcome of today's negotiations, which began at 4:30 p.m. We will continue to track those negotiations and provide you with new information as it's received. Reporting live in studio, I'm Daryl Green.
And the Ashland City Council is set to hold a special meeting tomorrow night where they'll look at a proposed increase to electric rates. The proposed rate increase is 3.9%, which would result in an extra $3 a month for the average residential bill. The proposal aims to ensure desired and required services can remain ongoing while also protecting the environment and public utility needs. The city electric utility last increased electrical rates in July of 2021. And City Councilor Gina Duquesne told Newswatch 12 she does not agree with raising the electric rate and does not see the sense of urgency to do this.
We just had the raises for city staff, and then the hit on the utility bills, and now another hit with the electric rates. It's really not equitable when I think about the hundreds of Ashlanders.
Duquesne also said instead of going to the people for more money, they have to look where they can cut. The City Council will not be making a decision during this meeting, but may bring a resolution forward at a business meeting. And a permanent injunction was issued by the U.S. District Court of Massachusetts that restored building resilient infrastructure and community grants across the country. Earlier this year, President Trump froze $135 million in federal BRIC grants to Oregon. At that time, 21 projects across the state were already awarded or underway. Governor Kotek says restoring the funds from BRIC to these projects will keep Oregon communities safer when disaster strikes.
And some of those projects impacted in Southern Oregon are grants past water treatment plants, relocation, the Jackson County Building Code enforcement upgrades, and the Curry County microgrid. And today, the Oregon Department of Emergency Management launched a new grant tracking platform to simplify the process for organizations. Under the new process, sub-applicants can continue to use FEMA's Public Assistance Grants portal for applications and eligibility. Once FEMA approves a project, organizations will be able to use the new platform to manage products, submit reimbursement requests, and communicate with OEM staff.
And as we continue to wait for enough snow to ski, local recreation shops and ski resorts are feeling the financial impacts. Ski season in Southern Oregon always depends on snow, but that snow is becoming harder to count on, leaving ski businesses to make expensive decisions weeks or even months in advance without knowing if winter will cooperate.
You're absolutely going to a future where there's, less and less snow, even though year to year variability, there might be kind of a wet year or whatever, but the trend is for less and for less snow and for it to be less reliable.
Coming up tomorrow on Newswatch 12 this morning, we'll take a closer look at how changing winter conditions are affecting local ski businesses.
And in a school watch, Mazama High School welcomed 46 teams from 11 schools to compete in a 2-day robotics tournament. This tournament challenged both middle and high school teams to design and build robots capable of removing cubes from towers to place them into goals. Not only was it a great opportunity for friendly competition and innovation, but allowed all teams to work together and learn from one another.
And Central Point Parks and Recreation spent their weekend delivering a bit of extra holiday cheer to senior living in retirement facilities in Central Point and in Jacksonville. Seniors living in Twin Creeks, Alderwood, Pear Valley, The Meadows, and Pioneer Village received Christmas cards from members of the community straight to their personal mailboxes.
Over 1,000 this year. It's schools, local businesses, and then just anyone in the local community who wants to participate.
Parks and Rec says many local students and families get involved and that it's a great way for the close-knit community of Central Point to show the elderly how much they care.
Really meaningful for people. You know, we're a small community, a close community here in Central Point, and you know, it's really nice for people to just have a little extra holiday cheer, to be able to hang a drawing from a local school kid, you know, on their refrigerator, or, you know, just being excited to see that card come through, and just know that their community cares about them.
The Parks and Rec team also passes out cards on Valentine's Day for their Community Cupids program. More information on where you can drop off those cards can be found on our website.